Abba-dabba-dabba. Abba-dabba-dabba. Still getting things ready. Give me one moment. All right, we're getting there. Almost ready. Give me just one more moment to get my ish together. We'll be getting our ishes together. Getting it together and getting the ish together, and when you put those together, you get it-ish. That didn't make sense. But that's kind of what the tone of all of my stuff is. Very stuff that doesn't sense make. That's right. Trying to be very delicate. Thought I could screw up here. Very MacGyver-like. Oh god, MacGyver isn't even a thing. Oh god. Some people like MacGyver. I'm kidding, nobody likes MacGyver. Alright. Well, we are here. We are live. We are everything that you want us to be. What does that even mean? I don't know, and you can get many more assurances of my lack of assuredness over what I know today on the live stream. We are live streaming, and we're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing that we do most Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Or no, most Tuesdays. Yeah, most Tuesdays. And that is Talk Topic Tuesday. And what is Talk Topic Tuesday, you may ask? Well, thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Nobody ever asks what Talk Topic Tuesday is, you know? That's, I guess, the one sticking point that we just can't get over. Nobody asks what Talk Topic Tuesday is. And what is Talk Topic Tuesday? Well, Talk Topic Tuesday is when we talk topics on Tuesday. It's any kind of talk topic that you can think of. Tattoos, tipping, Tuesdays. Well, today it's all about tipping. And it's not all about tipping, but the majority of today is going to be about tipping. Do you think we should keep tipping? Do you think as a society that tipping has gotten out of hand? Is it well within reason, or, you know, are these starving potential artists being taken advantage of on both sides? Well, we're letting you weigh in today. It is not my opinion day, it is you opinion day. What is your opinion? If you have an opinion on tipping, feel free to call in or just post it in the chat. We are taking all opinions, good or bad, for or against. You can either call in or you can type it into the chat. You can give us a little whoosy, what's it, a little thingamabobber. Yeah, none of that makes sense. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get to the sense making. All right. In the time that we are waiting for people to levy their opinions, or whatever the proper word is for that. We are going to go ahead and take a look at a sub that got deleted, unfortunately. I tried to give a little advertisement for the stream, but unfortunately I don't think I did it right. So we'll consider maybe posting there again later, and seeing if we can get some of them to join. But we're going to be taking a look at this sub that is very staunch in their opinions and beliefs on tipping culture. And so we'll use that as sort of our reacting springboard. And then if y'all so choose, then we can go into either reacting to videos or games later on. But the goal here is to open the floor for people to call in to the show. I don't like that phrase, call into the show, because it's not like we're a show, really. This is just a live stream. But I really want to build it into a community where we have like panel discussions and things like that. So I guess you could call it a show. For now, I'll hold off on that qualifier. But yeah, let me just finish one thing that I was in the middle of when I started the chat, or started the stream, and I will be right back with you. Give me one moment. Please feel free to take a look at all the fun. Okay, I can only fit one of these on the screen, but look at the funness of it. Hey, it's fun. All right, give me 1 second. Cheers, by the way. All right, that's taken care of. Let me get some more water so I can keep. Ugh, there was some phlegm in there too. That's weird. So I can keep my pipes hydrated for all this spirited discussions we're about to have. My water. All right. I sent the sub a more formal inquiry as to how I'm supposed to best format a post in order to get it approved. So maybe it'll get approved during the stream. I don't know. We'll see. But so again, and let me just do this for the VOD real quick. Hello. That's not today's topic. Here is a series of topics, and you can feel free to call in about any of those, but I still believe that we should kind of keep Mondays specific to MAGA, so that is a good topic for that. And then the Culture Wars stuff, probably not good for tipping topic, other word that makes sense. So yeah, so there's the debate topics. It's not necessarily a debate. Now, if we want to debate, that's fine too. If you would like to advocate for ending or for just not tipping, then I'd welcome that sort of back and forth. However, if you are interested in okay, so they don't allow self-promotion on the subreddit, but they're also not affiliated with any of the external platforms, so you can't necessarily engage about a platform off of the subreddit and tipping. So we can view it, but unfortunately I can't post in it. I would love to get the people from the end tipping community in here, because they seem to be the loudest voices on this matter in all the subreddits that I've seen. So I don't know. I don't think there's really a way around that, and I don't want to piss off the mods and get banned. I know Reddit mods are very, you know, they have short fuses. and I don't want to exploit that or encourage that fuse to burn. So whatever, that's fine. That's a group of people we can't get, which is okay. But what we can do is we can still react to the subreddit in general, and we can make comments about the tipping culture. I kind of found out how to do a poll during the stream, and then I kind of forgot how to do it. I was going to do a poll to see, you know, what people thought about tipping in general. But I don't... Is that a Twitch thing that I can do? Wow, that's a big menu. I was going to look at things that I can do in the chat, and a lot of this is stuff I don't understand. What the hell? This is why I need like a channel manager or like somebody that knows this stuff like better than me to do this stuff, because I don't know. I can cheer? What is... Oh, that's the money. I think it's a money thing. It's my emote. Did I make this? Did I make this emote? I think that's like a default. That's like if I had subs, I guess. Twitch is still a mystery to me, so I'm still working on learning that aspect of everything. I just unlocked the monetization tools, so it's a new world. All right, so as before, as previously stated, just wanted to make sure that I had the right text there. Bada bing. All right. Feel free to call in to debate any of the topics you see on the screen. There are only two, so you've got a plentiful few to choose from, and just levy your opinion. I'm happy to hear all sides of the argument for or against tipping. If you happen to have an opinion, let's hear it. That my microphone was falling down. I knew something was happening. I was like, something feels different. By the way, hello, I'm Goose. Hello. Hi, how's your day going? Even though tipping is a bit of a controversial topic, we are still keeping things pretty chill today. It is a little warmer than it was yesterday, and it's gonna just get warmer kind of all week, and I'm feeling unhappy about that. It makes me uncomfortable because the heat causes ya boy to sweat, because I am a fatty. And fatties don't like the heat. No, sir. So here in the first post that we have, I think I sorted by date. I think that was my bag. I think that's what I did. Here in the, I keep the magnification low because I have the eyes of a peregrine falcon. And I don't need the big text yet, you know? I'm 40. I'm not 140. So quit calling me old. So I think that it goes without saying that most reasonable people understand why tips exist. And if you don't understand why tips exist, let me just remind you. Tips exist because there were laws that were passed that allowed employers to underpay their staff members. Now that has changed over time, and most of the... Oh no, I was like, where's my phone? I need to plug it in, and then I looked and it was plugged in. Most of the states that have allowed the law to exist that underpays staff, they've overturned that over time. And not to mention that, but they've also increased their cost of living adjustments for default wages over time for like a while, for like decades. But what on earth was that? But that being said, wages across the industry also have not increased. So, you know, you have your dog is a weirdo. So you have like a very large wealth gap that exists across a lot of different industries, and the reason why people don't tend to like addressing that is because they're doing well. And sorry, this is a rambling point, but all that said, tipping exists because it was necessary for the time that we lived. Tipping was kept around because it kept being necessary. Unfortunately, you know, tipped workers kind of get things on both sides of the coin. Like they get the benefit of having the potential to make more than their normal wages, but when they get effed in the proverbial occupational A, when they get effed in the occupational A, they get double effed. And if they're, you know, working in a restaurant because they don't necessarily have legal status to work in other settings, then they get triple effed in the trabajo A, which, as I would assume anyone who's had any experience in living in poverty would know, is a bad thing. So tipping still being necessary in places like restaurants is almost kind of a loose safety blanket that the government has given to workers that might cover some of the otherwise unscrupulous things that owners tend to do, just in general. Just to make sure I am... Turn the music down just a little bit. And so as a result, you get this like double-pronged attack that happens to service workers who accept tips. You have attacks from people who are consumers and don't think that they should have to quote-unquote subsidize the owner's lack of ability to pay wages or whatever, to business decisions. You have pushback from servers themselves who are able to work primetime hours and know how to, you know, work themselves into the right positions to get the best tips in the house, and which is a very, very small minority of overall service workers, tipped service workers. But you also have, you know, people who spread misinformation about it, saying that, oh, a server is making on average $640,000 a year. Why are we still subsidized? I mean, I know that's a ridiculous claim, but I think I might have seen that on here. And then you also have people who, like owners of restaurants, who want to be able to keep paying very low wages, which we can do some math. And if you call in and you give your opinion about tipping and you have a question about how it makes sense for us to subsidize the workers' pay, I can give you the details on how it's really nothing different than what people are advocating. But the long and short of it is that tips in America are not, they're not optional, and they haven't been for, I'd say, a good 100 years now. It all started back in the early 1900s, right around the time post Civil War, when the newly freed slaves were looking for work. The Great Depression was looming, and you know, there were there's like a bubble of opportunity. This was sort of a trickle-down society, the kind of thing where a person who opens a large business then brings a shit ton of jobs, and you know, it's prosperity everywhere. And so wealthy Europeans would come over, typically from the UK. This is like sort of a butler, I guess, kind of situation. Bids for service are a sort of a butler thing. Hello there, I think something's wrong with the actual bracket that holds the microphone on. What are you? Why are you? The windows are hard and her face is soft, and so if she smashes her face into them, she might hurt her face, and I do not want her to do that, because she is a pup. So tips, they started wealthy UK people who were used to leaving coins on tables at the end of corridors for their butlers as, like, you know, that's your service fee or whatever. People were like, oh, I'm gonna get an extra, like, I'm gonna get a piece of gold for, like, taking this guy's shoes and giving him a quick spit polish. Hell yeah, I'll do that. And so it became something called a bid for service, which is when you're basically saying, I'll give you $10 to shine my shoes, and then the guy next to you says, I'll give you $15 to shine my shoes. And so the guy's like, oh, okay, I'll go and that $5 is not necessarily a gratuity, but it's called a bid for service. You're paying over the limit, or over the default price, or over the menu price, if you will, for extra service. And owners saw this and decided to go, well, I think we should do something like that, but the money should be mine. And so what they did was they started just cutting their costs, which is essentially like putting money into their pockets. And they said, okay, well, since you are a newly freed slave, you don't really have any rights or any property or any other way to make money or any other way to have any kind of other means. So what I'll do is, since I don't really want to pay a wage for you anymore, what you can do is you can earn something called tips. It's a gratuity. And essentially someone would pay my money, the menu price of a food item, but depending on how above and over the qualifications or how good of an experience you made it for them, they might give you a little extra. I saw those guys in the hotels. I saw them doing it. I saw the guys standing out in front of the shoe shine stations. They were doing it. So why can't we do that? And so then owners all got together and they started forming organizations that allowed them to either, I don't know when the law came about. I think it was a Great Depression thing, but it could have been earlier than that. It could have been just after the slaves were freed. They were able to lobby Congress to say, well, since, because they were telling their employees to go and get the tips, and then they were telling Congress, well, since they're making all this extra money, playing on the whole, like, this is a whole group of people that we don't know what they're capable of, that have just been released into society because the majority of service workers were black. They would say, like, you know, they would play upon the fear-mongering angle, the culture war angle, and they would say, like, I think that it's entirely fair that we just don't pay the workers. They come to us as sort of like a contract, you know, self-employed contract worker, and we'll make the food, and we will, you know, handle the cash handling and all the accounting, and all they have to do is take the order and run the food. And thus, the wage tax credit was born. So now, owners can pay, well, at first it was 0, and then it crept up and up and up as the law kept getting, you know, refined and changed over the years. But for the most part, what you're doing is you're taking a job that starts at 0, starts at a 0, a line. All jobs start at this 0 line. They start at a competitive wage. Let's say that it's all a base wage, just to keep numbers easy in our heads to figure out. And then you say, okay, well, now an entire industry which accounts for 64% at least of all industries, and I'm only counting like tipped and low-level service workers. I'm not counting like service management, because then it would be more like 66 to 68% of all jobs everywhere. Now you're taking this whole industry and you're saying, you can underpay these people. You cannot pay them any wages whatsoever. And because you've proven to us as a country that they're making enough to be fine on, when that wasn't the case in the first place. But people, they didn't want to talk about the slave thing because it's just like right now people don't want to talk about Israel to not be seen as anti-Semitic. Like there is a very large set of blinders that people tend to put onto societal issues that cause other things to kind of fall through the cracks, like the wage tax credit. So I would say, you know, if and whatever, this is a meme that has nothing to do with anything. If you are curious as to why you would see a POS that has the option to tip on it, then it's because there are still tipped positions that exist in whatever you've chosen to consume. If it's, I mean, I think you can use common sense. And this is strictly about the US. So Canada, I think, adopts a lot of US sort of flavor, but doesn't necessarily do a one-to-one scale recreation of most things. So we can't hold them accountable for that kind of stuff. They get some stuff a little twisted, but kind of do it the right way almost. It's like if you were to go and look at the history books for America and be like, I think I'm gonna look at this in the best possible way. Then you get sort of that Norman Rockwell-esque type atmosphere. So using common sense, I think, is really important to determine where it is and isn't okay to tip, or where you should and shouldn't tip. I think that it is very strange to be like, oh, what, they want us to tip at the grocery store now? No, nobody's expecting you to tip at the grocery store. It just happens to be a feature of the POS, and you know, I mean, rich people are so money grubbing that they just want to get every single cent that they can, and knowing that there are no tip positions means that they can legally pocket that stuff. Or B, they just never really cared to remove such a feature. That's all it is. There's no like conspiracy on behalf of the government to, you know, to try and get your money from you. And even then, in a tipped position where you have a standardized amount that you're giving in addition to paying the bill, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but you are gonna pay that regardless, whether they raise the prices or not. So, I don't know, it's either you pay 20% in tips, or they raise prices 20% and pay everyone a living wage. There is no gray area to that. But yeah, just don't go to, just don't tip a grocery store. Like, it's not that hard to just understand that there are no tipped positions at a grocery store. If you're smart enough, if you graduated high school, you can probably spot places where, you know, it is not appropriate to tip. If you see people there who look like they might be artists or in college or whatever, and are working diligently and are attentive, and you know, the only time they ask for a tip, and there's like only, you know, 10 people on staff, obviously, and if, you know, they ask you if you want to leave a tip, that's a situation where you'd be like, yeah, okay, sure. And if the only place they ask you to tip is in the on the POS, then that's okay. Then you still do it. Like, there's no real wiggle room on it, I got to say. Not sure why the accent came about. I don't know where that came from. Okay, concert poster. Went to a show the other night and bought a poster. $20 screen at $20. With no punctuation. Screen asked for a tip, and the lady actually said anything would be greatly appreciated. I mean, this is just stupid. So let me clear this one up real quick for you. The poster costs a certain amount of money, depending on, you know, whatever the merchandiser paid for it. And if the person buying the amount of posters for that show is hiring help to sell the posters, then they really don't need to pay like volunteers who do that kind of stuff, and people just kind of don't like whatever. It's typically negotiated for smaller bands. I only have an experience with smaller bands, so that's all I can speak to. But it's pretty typical of smaller bands to have people like their friends or significant others who come along with them, and they still need money for gas and to cover expenses that they may not foresee, like vehicle maintenance and hotel stays and things like that. So like every cent is useful. And if you are shopping at the merchandise table at a concert for a band that you enjoy, first of all, don't ever have the fucking words pound sand in your vocabulary when you're in that sort of environment. That's just rude. But if you are at the merchandise table and you buy a poster that costs $20, then you're probably of the understanding that commerce is a thing, and those posters cost the people an amount of money. And if they're trying to make as much as possible while not charging as much as possible, then they're probably not going to mark it up too much. So if you pay the $20, then they might not make a lot on the $20. They might only make enough to cover predetermined expenses, like maybe they had a break-even point when they were buying the posters, but then you are asked if you want to leave a tip, and you don't have to, but it's always nice to consider the fact that these people are typically, again, friends or significant others who have decided to tag along, or complete strangers that are like volunteers or members of other bands. These are all community members that are just kind of helping out. So that's why they would say anything would be greatly appreciated, because these people are also taking time out of their schedules to come and help out the other bands and all that kind of stuff, and they don't see any of the $20. Like, I think that it is very common for people who think in only binaries to assume that all things that are being worked for a fair wage, you know, at a fair consistency. You know, like, that's just not the case. A lot of people do spec work, a lot of people do stages, internships, externships, you name it, that are either underpaid and exploited or you know, just unspoken. Like, people don't talk about this kind of stuff, and you know, it is indicative of the industry. And I think it takes a great misunderstanding to be an advocate against these people receiving any money whatsoever, let alone extra money. Like, they're already, how far are we into this? 46 minutes. They're already being fucked by society, and you're double fucking them by telling them, well, I don't think that you should make anything extra on top of that. You should just go and get a better job. Like, where do you think that, you know, people are having careers, like owning restaurants or running restaurants? Like, do you think that everybody is just like a struggling actor transitioning to something else? That's so strange. How do you think that, do you, like, it's like the conservatives going like, well, how do you gay people breed? That kind of thing. It's the same crazy logic as those weirdos. So, I mean, I would drop that if you don't want to look strange. You know? Just saying. So, yes, for handing you a poster. Christ. Like, I think if you're going to, like, Taylor Swift and you're already paying $64,000 for a seat behind a pillar, then yeah, probably don't tip at the merch table. You know, I mean, probably still do, but they're very likely to be able to pay. Not saying they do. They're very likely able to pay. I mean, I don't think there's enough information on this to really make a judgment, but I saw this earlier. And it's like I mean, yeah, Don fucking Julio Blanco is a lot of money. So you're looking at a $23 cocktail, and the spicy mod being $1. Why is that? You asked for that. That was your request. You made that request. and you still paid $20. Or you still paid $20, 20%. You still paid 20%. That's not autograt. Where is that autograt? Where is that an autograt? Where? That's not. That's just straight up lying. And let's see if any of these correct them. So far, nope. So far, nope. So far, nope. 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 That's not what they can't, that this has nothing to do with anything. They can't cover wages out of that. First of all, no, they often don't want to. It's not they can't, they don't want to. Rich people, and that's anyone who makes over $1 million a year. Go fuck yourself, first of all. Secondly, rich people do not stay rich by giving away money. That means they cut every cost possible. They hoard everything they can. They are pulling the plug on grandma. All this was a misunderstanding. The person, it doesn't say fucking auto gratuity or anything. Their issue is that they were charged $1 for a spicy rim. But holy shit. So you want to gripe over a $1 mod to your $23 fucking cocktail? That's just some nitpicky bullshit right there. And that's all it is. So yeah, and then so every comment under that was all about tipping. Ay, ay, ay. I was confronted by the bartender in front of my friends for not tipping. Tipping culture. Both times I came to this bar, the bartender would be smiling ear to ear and overly excited, collecting tips from everyone who came in until one person. Little old me didn't tip. You see how he sets up, they set up a scenario where this bartender's being showered in tips. They're very colorful with their prose. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a poisoning the well strategy here, because they're trying to make you assume that this bartender is just swimming in cash and that he was a monster to target the one person who didn't leave a tip. It's a little bit of a Goldilocks tale here. So while I'm paying for my tab, I put a big 0, probably a big obnoxious looking, whipped out like a pink highlighter Sharpie thing, was like 0. I cannot believe. Oh, and it seems like maybe they had a history, which is more hilarious. Let me tell you. All right, maybe tipping's not the subject for Talk Tuesdays. This is about, there's 0 on all platforms. This is about the most dead it's been ever since starting streaming. Is it because I couldn't get TikTok to work? Was that my omen for today? I think that was my Achilles heel. No, it was these guys rejecting my stupid self-promotion post, bastards. How dare you? How very dare. I put a big 0 on the tip line, and she yells loud, or over the loud music, "Why you never tip?" She shook her head at me in disgust. I honestly don't get it. Oh, so she didn't like chase them or anything? Why do these people feel like they're entitled to a tip from every ... single person? Well, I mean, not really. Apparently they were just being showered with the tips. That means they were going to them, you know? I mean, I don't know. They could be getting tips all night long, and one person not tipping is the end of the world. Well, no. And let's cover a very frank assessment of most of the people who are part of this anti-tipping culture. There's a lot of self-absorption in this. It's a lot of persecution. It's a lot of like, why am I being singled out? You know, it's a lot of like the righteous indignation that you see on this type of subject. But there are tones of racism here, like adding a sort of a broken English interpretation, why you never tip. And words like these people paired with that sentence kind of like throws up a little bit of a red flag. Trying to diminish their role in things by saying, oh, one person that eloped me until everything was being fine until I didn't tip. Both times. So obviously they had an issue the first time, or else they probably wouldn't even be saying anything about it the second time. Both times I came to this bar and the bartender would be smiling ear to ear and overly excited. So why this assessment? Do they want to make it seem like their affect is fake? Like they are only being nice because they might get tips? Like that's already having a presupposition that people who are in tipped positions are somehow psychopaths? They're literally people. Like just straight up people who just want to live lives and pay their bills just like you or me. Like that's it. And trying to paint them like they're demonic is fucking weird. Collecting tips from everyone who came in. Like what? Were you standing there at the bar watching every single person like hand the bartender a tip? Or maybe, and this smacks of jealousy. This whole thing is like, oh, they're jealous that they're not making bartender money. Which, just so you know, there's two things that I come to the conclusion of when I'm assessing this, and one is bartenders make a decent amount of money, but bartenders also tend to have a lot of expenses, and I will not go further into that. They can explain on their own when you talk to them. And yes, almost every one of them. But also, you know, it's not, nobody cares if you don't leave a tip. I'm sure that there are probably times when people get fed up by patterns of people not tipping, but it's very few and far between. Even, and I say this for examples that people try to give me of like empirical proof against claims that I make. It's like you have to look at what's objective on a larger scale than what you're doing. What you think is that telling me about a study that one person wrote is supposed to convince me that my entire worldview is wrong. That's not how that works. You could bring, for this particular thing, you know, you could bring me one example of a bartender that followed a person outside or physically accosted someone or said something to a person who didn't tip. And that wouldn't be proof that all bartenders do this or that all servers do this or whatever. Insert group here. You could bring me 100 cases of it happening, 100 substantiated cases that I have all the sources to that prove that they are all correct, 1,000 even, and that still would not be enough to cover the majority of cases, the majority of everyday interactions that happen just fine without a hitch, or the times when they see 0 in the tip line and don't give a single shit. It is our superiority complex as human beings that we have inherently because we were the first ones to get up and say, hey, look, I'm a human being, of all the other animals. And so we have this exceptional view of ourselves where, you know, we are just the best and awesomest and deserve all the best and awesomest things. Don't remember how I was connecting that, but the connection was there, and it will forever be there. But the point is that bartenders do not, by and large, make a fraction of what people accuse them of making. And yes, it is levied as an accusation most of the time. It is not a thing. It's not, it's sort of a boogeyman that people make up to say, well, these people are able to afford you know, a house and then a big car, and it's like it's like the people who try to argue that homeless people are actually like scamming, and you see sometimes news articles on it, like news stories on local television or whatever, where they like chase a homeless person to like their brand new Lexus. It's like, oh, I didn't know you guys were chasing. I didn't know. I promise I'm homeless. No, oh, I got caught. Oh no. Like, it's not. I have a hard time believing that a lot of those aren't just staged and scripted, but you never know. Perhaps there are people out there who do that. But again, even then, you'd still have to present me with like several millions of cases. Several millions of cases. Like, we are in the hundreds of millions of people in the US, and 2/3 of the workforce works a service job, and 2/3 of those service jobs are freaking tipped positions. So there's a lot of us out there, and you know, I yeah. Why do you feel you are entitled to a tip? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I think it's controversial to say that if you can't afford to go out and eat and leave a tip, then don't go out and eat. Like, you don't have to go out and eat. I was listening to somebody talk the other day about how they had to like order Uber or something. I forget what, some food delivery, and I was like, why don't you just like make some rice or something? And they were like, I don't really know how to do that. And I thought it was a joke. And apparently they just never cook. Ever. It's like a basic skill that a lot of people, I guess, don't have. Which is... that blows my mind, man. That blows my mind, man. That blows my freaking mind. There are people who eat a meal out every day. There are people who eat all 3 meals out every single day of the week and weekend, 7 days a week. Like, I can't even fathom that. Every day, every single day of the week. How could you just not know how to cook? You put water to a thing and apply heat to it. That's not hard at all. It's very strange. It's very strange. I've never really encountered people like that before, so it was confusing. I was a little confused. So here's a made-up story. They tried to get me at Starbucks last week. This is one of those tall tales that people tend to make up so that they can make themselves either look persecuted or glorious by the end of it. So we'll see which one it is. One in the chats if you think they're going to persecute themselves, or if you think they're going to try and make themselves sound like a hero. Two in the chat. Damn it, I messed that up. Well, because I'm not your average streamer, okay? I'm better. I provide more value in my edutainment. Okay? Alright? It's like, the radio stations in GTA. Alright? People, they turn them on, and then they just kind of leave them on, and they don't really care what they're saying. But what's important is the tone. What's important is the tone. And as long as you switch up your tones, and you're sometimes real chaotic, and then you just sometimes don't know what you're talking about, then you'll provide pretty good edutainment. Your content will be the best out of everybody's. And that's really what people want, isn't it? A person to just kind of listen to drone on and talk about really nothing at all for 3 hours on end. More than a few days a week. Well, that's me, friends. I'm Goose. And, thank you. Library. They tried to get me at Starbucks last week. I ordered a grande frap. First of all, most of the Starbucks, I believe, have removed their Frappalapadapas machines. I think only franchises have those still. Which is like, you know, that's not cool. You don't say, hey, I'm getting a Frappalapadapper and not mean it, because that's mean. Because those used to be pretty good. The strawberries one was good. I used to get that though, but with coffee in it when I worked at Starbucks. Like when we would mix up a little Frappalapa-ding-dong surprise, we would do like a couple of shots into the strawberry thing. I don't know. It wasn't terrible, but there's a bitter quality to coffee that doesn't taste very good in, you know, sweet things. So I don't. I ordered a Grand Frappe, and they hit me with, the computer will ask you a question, which is literally just how they were trained. You don't have to hold it against them personally. They had the tips set up in 15, 18, 20%, and I was forced to hit custom and make it 0. And nobody expects you to tip at Starbucks. The workers, you know, if worked up into a froth over tipping, might expect it, but that's... it's not... Tips in coffee houses are typically reserved for the non-fast food of coffee houses, but you have to kind of decide what isn't a fast food type coffee place. So you have to use your best judgment on that one. In the places that I've lived, it's usually places like Dutch Brothers, Starbucks, Pete's, all the chains, all the places that are essentially chains that people can do franchising for, like those are the places that you don't necessarily have to tip, where they can pay their workers just fine. But then again, another angle of it, see, and this would be a good argument against all the stuff I've been saying, is that a lot of employees for these franchises and larger corporations also are members of unions, so they're usually paid pretty well. But again, I think my arguments are more so for like smaller businesses and not for large corporations. I think that a lot of places like McDonald's and Applebee's, like the full service restaurants, including all the fast food restaurants like In-N-Out and things like that, they do what they can to exploit people, but within the law. And so it comes up to us to decide whether we want to try and push against that morally and try to create new laws that might protect people more or less, or whatever your voting status is. But I think that places like McDonald's hide behind charity a lot, and they hide behind treating their communities well, when behind the scenes they're not really that much more progressive than like a grocery store or a restaurant or anything like that. They just don't do any of the extra things that they do for workers. So they make things quick and expedient and consistently tasty and all this kind of stuff. They do all this research for the consumer, and they certainly ask of their team members to fulfill all the stuff that they're trained on. But none of that goes back, none of it trickles down, none of it goes back down into the company through like gain sharing or programs for the workers or anything like that, except to fulfill whatever contracts that they've made with the local neighborhoods. That's all like to put on like a little corporate mask that says like we're doing good things, when really all they're doing is exploiting people. And no corporation is a good corporation. That's why we just shouldn't see them as people. But when it comes to things like tipped positions, it's a little awkward to say maybe you should leave a tip at Starbucks, because Starbucks should, because it makes so much money, be paying its employees a living wage. And we can argue about what a living wage is all day long, but I think that that's irrelevant, because Starbucks should just be paying its employees. Traditionally, when wages were good, like let's say, during the during any kind of Democrat-run administration for some corporate reason, these larger corporations were doing just fine, and then they were also paying their employees sort of within the cost of living for, whatever area they were in. But things started getting tight, and they kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and now the cost of living is so much higher. That's what they call the wage, or the wealth gap, or the wealth gap. Whatever. It's the difference between cost of living and being able to sustain a decent lifestyle. But when that was happening, you didn't have to think about tipping most corporate places, or most, you wouldn't tip at McDonald's, you wouldn't tip at Starbucks, because people spend careers at these places. They're not exactly trades, but it's like grocery stores in that respect. Like, you don't tip at a grocery store, even though you used to tip at small mom and pop grocery stores back in the way back. But the reason that all that stopped is because they started making enough money and they started opening enough locations so that they could have people within their business growing into managers and store managers themselves. So it was more of a trade. They operated more like trades, even though they were still well within the service industry's purview. So it's just an understanding that we had for a very long time about who to and who not to tip. And coffee house, like larger corporate coffee houses, were in the we generally don't tip vicinity. And then all of a sudden, once the new generations came out, the alt-right pipeline was a thing, people started getting more conservative with their wallets and were tipped over the edge by COVID. And so now you have people that are both advocating for just not tipping in general, but you also have people who are thinking like, why am I being asked to tip at a coffee house? It's just our understanding that we were always asked to tip at a coffee house. It's just you decided not to. And it was either, I mean, you could have, there were times when people did, but it would often just be like throwing $1 or $2 in there. And if you got like, I don't know, like $20 to $50 in a week for tips, like you'd be like, hey, that was cool. I got a little bonus, and that was, could cover your tax liability or something. But people in restaurants in traditionally tipped positions literally rely on their tips for living their life. And if you don't tip, you're only taking food out of their mouths. You're not telling the owner anything. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. I just have an itch up there and I couldn't scratch it without it looking like I was picking my nose. It happens all the time. That's what happens. Okay, so all you men who are watching, which is exactly 0, there's 0 viewers on both platforms. 1 viewer. No, it keeps going back and forth between 1 viewer on YouTube, so maybe that's freaking out on it. But if you're men, if you're a man, if you're a boy, if you're a dude, if you're an hombre, you're gonna get wiry nose hairs and you're gonna have to pluck them. And I know that it's scary, and I know you may not be thinking. You may think it's not gonna be me. It'll never be me. Well, I thought the same thing, pal. I thought the same exact thing. You're gonna get nose hairs. And they're gonna be itchy. And they will make your nose itch at the wildest times. You'll be sleeping. You'll be dead asleep. And then you will get the single point itch that could wake the dead. Like a tickle in your brain. That insane of an itch in your nose from your long, wiry, dad-like nose hair. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it will happen. I only hit 40 a few months ago. Oh, hey, helmet. Yet they do happen. They always happen. It's a constant struggle. And it's a mystery. They pop up. They just, one day you'll be like standing there brushing your teeth and there'll be one just going like, woo, hey, look at me. And then you'll have to do like an inspection because there's going to be one like somewhere on your ear. Somewhere. Oh man, getting old is it's an interesting journey. And might I say quite the mysterious adventure. I hate it so much. Well, you can't turn back the hands of time. Nor can you speed them up. That's not an if-then statement, I guess. My brain's also melting in my old age. That also happens. I don't think it's really worth it to necessarily read all of this stuff. At least $20. Shut up. I guess I should. Brunch Buffet and Tipping by Fob 32723. Went to a nice brunch buffet in Brentwood, Tennessee today, and it was like $40 for an adult, and $25 for kids 5 to 12. $3.99 small glass OJ for the kid, $4.99 cups of coffee for the wife and I. A server brought the drinks, never refilled once, and bust our plates when we finished. Seems pretty normal for a breakfast-ish type situation. So brunch, just for the records, brunch is one of the busiest shifts for servers, but it also pays one of the least, like the shittiest ratio of tips for servers, because there are usually so many, and people usually stiff tips the most when they're hungover or unhappy, and they're usually unsatisfied with service most when they're hungover or unhappy. So brunch is kind of like a perfect storm of shittiness for servers, and so it's funny that this is a thing. But that is typical. They're usually overworked, overstressed, and maybe hungover themselves. One can safely assume. Sorry for the burp. And every once you feel blah blah blah. Yeah, so yeah, they would typically just bring you your drinks and then like be like, all right, have fun. Power Christ compels you. Seeing as how we got our own food and the drinks were never refilled, I had no reservations, only leaving $10 on a $125 bill. Fair enough. That's it's less than 10%, but I mean it's, you know, around 10%, I guess. It's like, what is that? It would be $12, so that's, no, it'd be $14 if it was 10%, or yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, I think that a lot of people who work brunch shifts really just don't give a shit how much they get. It's really, you know, kind of up in the air. But the sentiment, really, I think that I'm seeing here is what I don't like. Although I do like that people push back on this stuff regularly. I do like that. It gives me a little bit of faith that people kind of know what they're talking about, as opposed to in general don't. I'm sorry, but I think having a tip for a serve yourself brunch buffet that's priced like that is such bullshit, but I felt bad for the girl waiting on us as I figured she was getting $2.13 an hour. How you can't take the revenue from buffet food priced like that, plus all the brunch booze you know they sling, and afford to pay your staff at least $20 an hour and not resort to your customers subsidizing your wait staff is beyond me. Buffet food prints money. Well, I hate to break it to you, fucking Cletus, but you did pay them their $20 an hour. You just paid a little less than the owner would have been forced to pay. Let me do the math for you. I'm not going to do any math, but let me do the figurative math for you. If you have a burger, and another restaurant has a burger, and they're set up the same way, the only thing that's different is the restaurant B that has a burger over here and restaurant A that has a burger over here. The only difference is the tipping model. Restaurant B does not have a tipping model. They just pay their employees and they up the prices on their menus 20% to cover. That's the average tipping amount. Then restaurant A, they don't pay their employees, and they just say you can tip. And the average tip is 20%. And so their burger stays at a nice, delicious $10, whereas the burger over here, they now got to be $12 or $10.25 or whatever. See, I don't know math, but whatever. The point is, they would raise prices on the hamburgers, and so where does the consumer go? They did studies on this, and they did panels of, I think it was 15 different groups of 3 demographics per group. Where did every single group go to, by and large? Like, where was the largest majority of consumers? Whose burger did they buy? Was it the more expensive one or the less expensive one? It was the less expensive one. That didn't take that long for anybody to guess, and the results were within exactly what they were expecting. So that's a problem. That's a problem because when you take the tips away, you take away the opportunity for people to keep the business open, because the people who didn't take tips away are able to keep their prices low on their menu. So it would take sweeping legislation for the entire industry in order for things to change. But who is tipping's biggest advocate? Restaurant groups, unfortunately. So servers themselves are making more than they normally would with tips. They advocate for it, and people who are owning restaurants who want to keep wages low and prices low and are saying, hey, let them work for tips, let them pull themselves up by them bootstraps, they advocate for keeping tips the way they are. And both demonize the idea of a standard wage across the industry, even though people in the back of the house still tend to be the not the best paid out of the people who work in a restaurant. And percentage tip outs were not a good negotiation, let me tell you. So a lot of exploitation is the reason why owners don't pay their staff. If there was, again, sweeping legislation that forced them to do so, then, this says it all right here. I'm a bartender and I don't tip for that. Then you're ignoring the fact that someone still had to make all that food, who's likely being underpaid. Somebody still had to stock all that food, who's likely being underpaid. Someone still has to bring you your drinks and your, either your plates. They gotta greet you, sit you down. Someone is still doing all of those things. And those things are all still traditionally tipped positions. So you still have to fulfill the social contract that you agree to when you step the fuck outside your door every morning. And if you can't handle that, don't go out to eat. Bitches. So yeah, that was a good one to talk about. Buffet. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Okay. So we got no calls. I didn't think tipping would be quite the hot topic, so it's fine. I planned for this. I've been playing a lot of COD lately. We're going to go right into that again. I was able to do like a really cool thing. For me, I think it's cool. It's cool to me. But I was able to sorry, I'm changing my title here. I'll keep the question, should we keep tipping? Plus COD gameplay. And then we will change that to gaming. Call of the Duties. I know that's probably not going to get many more views either, but gosh darn it, I have a lot of fun playing COD, so we're going to do that. It's always contingent on number of viewers and viewer engagement. So if you have, why are you paused, audio? Why are you paused on me? Paused on me here. Paused. But yeah, it's usually it's viewer and engagement oriented. So if you guys want to keep the edutainment going, you merely need to ask. You only but need to ask. But yeah, so I still think that that is actually a good opportunity to mention the social contract part. Like when you go out to eat, you're essentially saying like, I have enough money to go out and eat and pay the tip, because that is just what is expected of you working within society right now. And we may not like it and we may not support it, but until things change, we just need to keep doing it. That's it. It's very simple. It's very easy. Very thing to grasp. Very thing easy. Words, English. 9/11. Hamburger. Also, y'all never fucking told me that the last couple sessions I've been playing of COD have been insanely loud on the playback. I found it very difficult to edit the video that I was doing for highlights because it was just noise. Very difficult to hear me. It was very easy to hear all the gunshots and blam 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 explosions and stuff, you know. Which is fine, I guess. Won't hold it against y'all. Maybe I can use 2 headphones this time and actually benefit from some spatial awareness. See if I can activate. Don't look at me. Is that lady from, What? I want this. I want that skin. That looks cool. Black Ops 7, is that Stabler? Who the fuck is that? I will not be pre-purchasing that, I can tell you that much. No siree, Bob. You will not be getting a pre-purchase out of me. Once Activision is, you know, disbanded, then sure. Once I don't have to do any... Stop! No, not right now. Bam. So this is something that I can unlock. Why is the event screen? I don't want it. I don't care about Reznov. I care about Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead taking on America. Telling America to go screw itself. Yes sir, Beavis and Butthead. What are we gonna go with today? We're gonna do a shooty shoot. We're gonna do a snipey snipe. What are we gonna go with? What are we gonna go with? Any requests? No viewers. All right. Can't get requests with no viewers. I can tell you that much. Keep the volume a little higher. Don't want it too loud. I guess I can just adjust this on the fly if I want. This music does sound like really loud to me. Does it not sound loud to you as well? I'll put it at 7% and that should be fine. I can't do both earbuds. It's weird. I only put both earbuds in when I'm like traveling. Otherwise it makes me feel like my like I get that pressure. Do I need to do this or no? Can I just not do that? I would like to not do that. Oh, sorry, give me 1 second. Just answering a text and I cannot talk and read and type. Obviously. I think I've proven that just now. Yes, sir. Oh, I don't Here we go. Okay. Well, no, I'm not. Sorry, I don't know any of my passwords. And I'm very bad at I am entering a security code. Sorry, be just one more moment. Un momento. Okay, well, I'm signed in and I didn't mean to. I don't know what to do. There we go. Okay. We did it. And we did it. And we did it. All right, give me one more moment. And we're back. If you can feel, I can hear. We're jumping back into COD. That means I need to adjust my topic here. Should we keep... Let's do COD gameplays. Gamers. COD gameplays, gamers. Oh, can we turn caps lock off? Thank you. Rondo pubs. And then we will adjust that so it doesn't look like a 3-year-old wrote it. Which really just means capitalizing everything. That's the level of sophistication you can expect here on my channel. I'm Goose. Please like and subscribe. All of Duty. Oh, that means a lot of people are probably going to be playing today, right? Since a new promotion came out. Well then, stick around. If you like lukewarm gameplay, I'm right up your alley. If you like things to be kinda good, we can do that. We can do that all day long. Things? Gamers. If you like your gamers to be kinda good. Right, and let me just... Okay. Here we go. There we go. Are you going to pre-order Battlefield or COD? For any of you people out there. Personally, I'm probably not going to pre-order anything. I'm going to see if it looks good. Well, no, I know I'm going to buy both games. So I guess pre-ordering really wouldn't be that big a deal. I just, you know, I just don't want to perpetuate this continuous cycle of just always pre-ordering everybody's AAA games. It's so, like, antithetical to consumerism, you know, seemingly. You know, feels bad, man. Sir, madam. Feels bad, ma'am, sir, madam. I wish I had a plate of tacos right now. I really do. Plate of tacos, like some delicious tacos pastor. All right, I want to see some opinions here, huh? Should we do shotgun, SMG? What weapons? What's weapons? Give me some ideas for weapons that we should be playing with, because I'm open. I really don't have a specific opinion in mind. Sorry, again, I'm typing and trying to speak at the same time. This is so hard. Also, I'm doing this on my TV remote, which is... I'm like, it's, if you've ever imagined like your dad or your grandpa trying to type in their email address, it's literally what I'm doing. There's a window into the future for most people, so enjoy that. All right, we got it. We're good. That took a while. I wanted to turn off my monitor here to take up less resources so that I won't be heating a small village with my computer. There was a lot of stuff that I had to set up just now to try and make this go as smoothly as possible. We are on basic. We're on basic. We are taking up less than half of our VRAM. We're looking real good right now. We're looking real good. All right, just one opinion, guys. Give me one opinion. Let me like stay on. On. Hold on. What? Nope. Okay. All right, one opinion. Come on, what weapons should we be using? Let's use a shotgun. Did we unlock the maelstrom yet? We did not unlock maelstrom yet, but we can warm up with the shotgun. Shooty shoot. I think that's full auto, yeah. So ASG 9 or 6.9 is probably going to be the best bet for things right now. I don't much care. Oh no, we are going, I guess, for a stealth build. Going for a stealth build. Lord knows why, but that's what I decided, and I think it was probably a combination of being slightly liquid inebriated, as well as pretty bored. So that's probably what was happening there in my brain. That's probably a bad idea. Let's not do. Let's stick with danger close. And we'll go with morphine injection. Because I do tend to be downed a lot. I tend to get downed. I get down. Hit. I get downed a lot, like right when I'm about to start shooting at someone, or when I'm in the middle of shooting at them. A little bit of extra shooty shoot time would not hurt. Might even save my life. Actually, let's at the risk of losing any of the viewers I've actually garnered for some reason, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of a refill on water. I will only be gone for about 1.5 minutes. Time me. Do it. Do it, coward. I made it. Fatty fat baby. So the little baby, the one that's puppy, she is very fat right now. You can see her. You can see her fat behind poking out from. No, you can't really. Can you? Can you see her little fat? Kinda, yeah, kinda, little bit. She's the polka dotted one there. Let me see if I can. You can kind of see her a little bit. Not really. I think she's getting blocked by something. Yeah, the corner. Yeah. Well, whatever. She's very cute. That's all that matters. Why does this keep turning off? My phone keeps turning off. Stop doing that. Oh, there we go. Weird. Okay, that was very strange. All right, I'm here. You have my undivided attention. You meaning the audience. Oh, sorry. I did move the camera to make sure that you could see my sweet pup. Although now you can't really see her that much. That's fine. What happened to the camera? I feel like it's looking up at me now. We continue on. I think I'm very close to unlocking. Maelstrom. Wait, what? Did I click it off for some reason? What on earth? Yeah, bastard. Well, I was very close to unlocking it, and then I guess I... Drunk or high me must have done something. You know, that happens a lot. It happens to the best of us, and it is often confusing Let's call it frustrating. No, that's too much like just the word frustrating. It is enragicating. No, because then there's no frustration there. Frustrate? No. You know what? I'll leave it to the wordsmiths. So what I'm going to do right now is, during the match, I'm going to rely on old Vapey here, and then I'll go ahead and grind up a little bowl right now before the match starts. Oh yeah, searching for match. I'll go ahead and grind up a little bowl here, and then we'll be ready for it. See, I'm trying to be efficient, you know? Yes, Amy, it's all about efficiency. It's all about efficiency. Well, I'm not being efficient right now. I must concentrate. Oh God. It's all about efficiency. It reminds, the saying that reminds me of that Happy Gilmore movie, which the sequel recently came out. And I didn't think it would be, it's not good. I didn't think it would be as good as it was, but it's still not good. I thought it would be like a real turd. And like, I mean, I think it's bad enough that, like, you know, people who get canceled, or not get canceled, I hate that term, get canceled, because people have turned it into such a cudgel. But I don't really like it when people get their platforms back when they do really terrible things. And I think making your daughter essentially disown you because of your rants about how minorities get special treatment and stuff, then I don't think you should be in your buddy's movie sequel. I don't know. And I think that if there's people who are like calling for that, for him to be in it, Rob Schneider is what I'm talking about. If people are like calling for him to be in it, then like those people are like probably pretty shitty, you know? You shouldn't be listening to them, Mr. Sandler. Just saying. You don't have to adhere to the Happy Madison crowd.
We got the lead. Now
Well,
hold it.
good opening. Good opening there. Scare the shnikes out of me. I was gonna try and ask him a question. Didn't get the chance. Oh no! Oh, I was gonna say I'll send this right back to you. I have to adjust this, but it's gonna like.
Control.
You have to be quiet. Or else, no. What I can do is I can do this. I can turn this, and then I can keep it.
Ain't working.
Because if you move this thing more than like that much, it will tip over. Not I thought there was somebody shooting at him from the top of the stairs, and I was like, what is that angle? Like, I couldn't. That makes sense. Thought it was someone shooting up. And I'll shoot up the place. No! Don't do it. I don't deserve it. Have you ever done that? Have you ever just like yelled at somebody while diving at them and then like shoot them in the head with your shotgun? Have you ever done that? I've been there, man, you know? I think we've all been there. I didn't gather anything there. I think one of my dogs just farted. No, please! Well, that would have been my kill. Oh god, he's too far away. He's too far away. There's no way. There's no way. American Dad, save me! Oh no, the drum mag. I forgot that I had a drum mag. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, 2 angles is probably not gonna.
Enemy field upgrade. Not good.
That's right, I'll get quick revenge on you. I'll let you kill my buddy, but you better believe that I'm gonna get revenge on you real quick. Quicker than you can say revenge. Ow! That was a good revenge shot. He didn't see it. Oh, thank God. I was afraid that he had spotted me. Oh, I didn't aim right. That's often how that works, you know. Sometimes when you don't aim right, you don't get the shot. Should not take you 3 shells. No, I guessed wrong. I was like, which angle is this gonna be? And I guessed wrong. I did. It happens. I often, you know, have a hard time believing that I can be wrong. Oh, damn. I didn't like the feel of that. That didn't feel good or wholesome to me. It felt like it hurt. Okay. Well. I only have 2 bullets. Oh! Damn it. It was a long shot. Aw, what? That might have actually gotten him. But we'll never find out, you know? We'll never, because it was taken. That opportunity was taken from me. Oh! Hi, man in a trench coat. Oh. Why did I just, like... I just squatted? Like, I just wanted to squat on the ground. That's how I react to being spotted by the enemy. You don't see me. What you don't see, you can't kill. Take my panic knives. You know, firing blindly around the corner also isn't very smart, so you know. You gotta tighten it up. I have to tighten it up. Nope. Oh, he's too far. Do it! Do it! Do it, you coward! What on earth? I think we have a gardener? Like a building has a gardener? I think one comes out like roughly every week. But that's, you know, it's startling if you're not expecting to see anyone. And then you hear someone rummaging around right in front of your window. Oh, whoa, hello. Nope, nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do I have fast hands? No, I don't have. What? That feels fast. That feels faster than normal. Oh, that's gonna... Well... That was gonna come right back at me. I had no problem understanding that, let me tell you that much. Where are you? Didn't you kill me? Oh, oh. 2 shots to the body ought to take care of you, good sir. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh man, well, I thought I was gonna have to pistol whip the first guy. I didn't. I took him out, but there were too many other guys. Lots of ums and ers there. Too many guys. There were too many guys. It was not a conducive environment to my growth as a human being, or my success as a soldier type. Whatever this guy's deal is. Okay, well, didn't get either of those, that's fine. No big deal. Didn't have to, we didn't have to, that's not a... Oh god, panic! Panic hatchet. Just, forget that ever happened. Why is he glowing? Is that a thing? Is that an effect of the round, or is that his, skin? Somebody edutain me. I said edutain. Huh. Well, I thought wrong was what I thought. Where are they? Where? Oh, God. You know, here in that one, that was really, really bad performance on my part. I'm not the shotgun god I think of myself to be. Oh, there was a bad man running by the door. You got shot, that's good, good. You got taken down, it's alright. Hello, yellow jacket. Yellow jacket person.
All operators to your nearest
Well.
DCP. We just got our asses handed to us.
That was our defeat, and we earned it. Oh yeah, I got the best play, look at that. I'm recording it for posterity. Oh, I'm not recording this, damn it. Hit record. Oh, my mouse is stuck in it, damn it. I guess we'll alt tab out of this and we'll hit the record button. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you frickin' believe it? How was I so complacent? Why am I keep putting this voice on? It's weird. Maybe it's like a thing, like I'm training myself to do it, like passively. Always warm up your vapes. Always warm them up. Just like you'd warm up a baby before putting it on a table. A baby table? Would you warm up a baby before putting it on a table? Is there such a thing as a baby table? A changing table? I know that's a thing. But maybe, I don't think that's a... Because you don't... Does it just hang out on the table? Like, is it just chilling? Like, are there like toys that you would put on the table? What's that one thing that they like roll around in? It's like a like when they can't walk, it's like a thing that it's on like wheels, and you like stick them in there, they can run around and go meow, meow, meow. You know, like little race cars, little race car drivers. It's totally nicotine vape, I assure you. Oh, I got a first blood again! Yay! I'm ticking off those medals. I was able to get one the other day. Yeah, just keep running right into the shotgun shells. It's an interesting method,
Nice.
but I wouldn't recommend it. Please don't.
Ready for deployment.
We got the care package.
Enemy UAV.
Oh, hello. Oh my. Quick. They're gonna see it, and then they're gonna come kill me. This is gonna happen. Whew, I was afraid it was gonna happen. But it didn't happen. You know why? Doesn't matter. Oh, can I still? Yep. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it chill. Oh no! Oh well, I lost the death machine temporarily. Oh come on! Am I really that bad at aiming? Am I really that bad? Did I super screw that up? I super screwed that up. That's fine. We'll get there. Ugh. Wait, was that two guys with the same skin? Oh, I thought that was a guy rounding the corner. A little paranoid, sorry. Don't! No! I really had to torque my aiming wrist. You know, they should pay us in healthcare compensation, right? You will not take my brother's dog tags. Can I not be in charge of this right now? I guess. Oh, okay. It did damage someone though? Well, at least I got to destroy that assault pack. That was really important to me, you know? That was something that, like, I was, you know, almost worried I wasn't going to be able to do, was destroying that assault pack. You know, I never would have been able to live with myself if I had allowed that assault pack to live. Just saying. You know, let's be real honest about it. No, you guys are supposed to get killed by me. I'm supposed to be the one shooting the bullets. I'm up on terrain here. Do something. The guy was shooty shoot. He was shooty shoot, and I needed to scooty scoot. Oh hey! Owie! Okay, let's. Can I not screw this up this time? Let's find out, shall we? Oh my god, that son of a bee sting. He was just still hiding up in there. Doing a little, Camperelli. What is that? That is not... Oh, don't kill my buddy! He's my friend! Well, I don't consider that, like, me vouching for him, because I don't actually know the guy. I'm just firing blindly. I killed a guy. I know that.
UAV established overhead.
Rick killed a guy. It was silent. You didn't hear it. You didn't hear anything. Through the window. There's my axe. Okay, we're gonna stay away from that. Away from that grenade there. Don't really want to have to deal with that. Gonna crawl along the floor here. Gonna keep things real. Ah! No! Damn it. He was doing too much of a run around, you know? He's the pot smoking chameleon. Is the guy that just killed me. Pot smoking chameleon just took out Beavis. This is Call of Duty. No one's running the anime girl right now. No one's running anime girl. Feels weird, feels weird. Haven't seen any anime girls today. Feels strange. Feels like the kids are in school. Don't do it, don't do it! No! Sometimes you can slide under the bullets, and then they have to be better at shooting. But sometimes they're better at shooting than you are at dodging bullets, and that's not a good time for everybody. Please don't. Please don't. Ow! Ow! Aw, man. I was hoping they didn't see me diving.
Better step up.
And I could have then gotten them nice and in midair. In the middle of the air. In middle air. Oh no, that's a... Yep. I was like, that is a bad guy. That's a bad guy helicopter. That's a helicopter that does not like guys that wear the uniform that I'm wearing. Does not like guys that are, you know, wearing the armbands and stuff or using. This doesn't like those guys. Doesn't like my guys. Me guys. Bad helicopter. Unfriendly. Little Mexico, why? Little scary, little scary.
My bad.
Second place though, not so. What the hell was that? That was very strange. That's what that was. You about to hack up a hairball? I think my other one was about to hack up a hairball. Guys, please like and subscribe. You know, it's been the first time today that we had more than a couple viewers. I feel like it's appropriate to say. So feel free. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, all that kind of stuff. And let's build this community together. Community. I cannot promise that I will stop burping into the microphone because that's just a part of my nature. It's a part of my human journey. All right, so you gotta respect that. Respect the belches. See what we are at. What about stats? There we go. Combat record 1.14 lifetime. Prestige 2 at 1.08, so still not doing especially well this this recent prestige, but not overall bad, right? What's an average KD? I don't know what an average KD is, so I don't know really what the frame of and what the standard is. I really don't know what to compare it to. But it seems good. If you can keep at least, you know, a 1-to-1 ratio of kills, that seems decent, right? I guess. I'd say that's probably better than average. If anyone's more experienced in the ratio game, if you could let me know. I am not an expert. Not a professional Calls of the Duties player. I would be if I was good enough. Because winning lots of prize money sounds really fun. But I also don't like how much structure there is to that type of team play, you know? Don't allow for a lot of dissent or creativity. Military tree. That's right. I said it. See, I said that we were going to be really efficient, and we were efficient. It now took me half the time to build my bow. Bada bing, bada boom. Sorry, I know this is boring. And the damn music stopped again. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta stop playing? It makes things very awkward, alright? So stop. Stop it. You stop it. If you're just joining, Welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is my stream. My name is Goose. And we're playing some Call of Duty. I'm trying to see how many, you know, interesting, fun plays we can get, but mostly, we're just trying to stay somewhat aim limber for the next couple of months that are coming up. We got Battlefield release impending. We have a Call of Duty release impending. It is that season. It's getting colder, so you could say it's COD season. Get it? Because that's a type of cold water fish. Just bear with me, okay? My jokes are bad, but that's, you know, that's I think a lot of people's jokes are bad. So, if anything, I'm fitting in with people more than I am alienating them with bad jokes. So, take that for some perspective, why don't you? All right? Why don't you put that in your pipe and smoke it? Speaking of... I miss the days where, like, you know, random comedy was the thing. That was, like, my favorite. And now people enjoy lots more structure these days. Ugh. Kids these days, you know? Get the hell off my lawn. You can't just, like, walk up on a stage and say potato and then walk off and have everyone think it's funny, because it's like, you know, now that's boring. It used to be cutting-edge comedy, all right? Used to be. But now it's all friggin' Francis Ford Coppola's and shit. It's all the whoever's the best, you know, and the bullshit. You sons of bitches. Give me one moment. Just got to do a little bit of the bubblies. Also, cheers, if I have not said that. One moment, please. Ooh. All right. Change this up a little bit. Because my title was made out of haste. Chill vibes. All right, corny humor. Corny humor. Sorry, I'm changing my stream title. It was corny humor that got the viewers I got in the first place. It's gonna be corny humor. Sorry, I just had a stroke. Going to be corny humor that gets more of the viewers. Lost my train of thought there. So I can feel it. I can feel the temperature increasing. It's going to get up to 97 this week. Probably inside 97. Which is, if you're not aware, very close to the temperature of the human body. Which is not a good thing. You know, we're not supposed to have a homogeneous temperature all the way through. We're supposed to, like, ventilate and cool. But you know what? It'll be fine. We'll stay hydrated. Won't take the pups out. And stay tuned for some more chill Call of Duties. Call of the Duties Booties. Some of this content might be gamer elite, some of it might be gamer fail. But as long as you know that I'm up to date and hip on the cool terms, that's all that matters. It's the only reason I even mention that. Those terms that I know and use every day. And we're back. Don't think I didn't forget about you, face camera. I would never forget about you. You're my best friend. I feel so very sad all of a sudden. And my glasses are all messed up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We've claimed the advantage, now hold it.
Oh, did I unlock? We'll check after this round.
Clean. No witnesses.
No witnesses? What? We're no survivors! Hi! Oh! Didn't see any of those guys immediately. Definitely was taken by surprise just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. That was a good little thwack. Good thwack upon thine dome piece. Oh god! Brother. Brother, my soldier fella. Soldierman. Nope. Not the key I meant to press. Not the direction I meant to face. I did mean to. I made the choice, but it wasn't on purpose. Well, it was on purpose. It was not a good choice to make. Gotta close that distance. Gotta close that distance. Hello, doctor. No! You killed me. Aw. We almost made it, you know? Ow, businessman! Oh, someone took him out, I guess. We will have another chance. But, you know, I think he did that because he was, like, pissed at me for my treatment last time. Because I just, like, stepped over that ledge and just, like, clocked him real bad with my guns. A little glun. Ugh. gun clocky. Not even a word. Lots of guns. Ow. I didn't think he was gonna push that quickly. Whew. That's too far. Ah. I'm being vigilant. No! Not vigilant enough. Why are you reloading? That's just my reflex. My acid reflux. Oh no! Oh, he heard me. He heard me diving, girl. What is this? Gotta do the good dives. We gotta get the nice dives where you do a real good distance and it's very good and everybody likes it and everybody cheers. Oh, that's a bad guy. And everybody cheers and everybody has a good time and then we all party together, you know? And nobody's sad. Nobody's sad about anything anymore. You know, nobody wants to be sad. Nobody's sad. Alright, you can be sad if you want, but I don't advise it. They keep going in different directions. It's like they are able to play a game and coordinate together. Oh, bad man. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm running. I think what it is I'm not actually listening to footsteps right now. Or they have ninja. See, they just did like a fucking pincer. Like, was that unintentional? What is happening? This is all for naught. The good day is done. Oh, what? No. Nope. Could use the smoke for a little bit of cover. Did not pan out the way that I wanted it to. See what I mean? Like, they're just showing up everywhere. Crazy. Why are just... That's fine. There's reload speed and defense. Don't kill me. Don't do it. I will not be happy. I thought that was a I thought that smoke was a person. Probably pretty common, you know. I think probably the best of us hallucinate like that. Doesn't mean I'm going insane. No! But perhaps I am, you know? Go crazy? Don't mind if I do. No! Panic hatchet didn't work out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Pre-planned hatchets almost never work out for me. I'd like to just like bank one and get like a crazy kill just once, you know? That'd be cool. That'd be pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. Don't know why I had to make that sound so aggressive. Didn't mean it to be. I don't feel angry at it. Oh, that was me. That was me. That was my alert thing. I saw it in the corner of my screen. I'm supposed to react to that. I'm supposed to do what it says. Very important. Very important. Ugh. He didn't quite have the arm strength. Deliver on that. Okay, it's okay. Fine, fine. Ugh. Nope, didn't quite make that connect either. It's okay. That's fine too. That's okay. We can live without those kills. It's not like that's what's the, you know, the point of the game or anything. Don't aim at me. I'm not a threat. You know that by now. Just let me run around and do my thing. I'm just trying to... Don't do it! Don't. He did. He did it. Told him not to do it, he did it. Sometimes you can't make him not do it. You know. Sometimes you don't have that power. No, no! Don't avoid all of my shots due to my bad aiming. That's not nice at all. That's rude, actually.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Ah! I tried to dive and that didn't happen to be what happened when I hit the button to do so.
Hostiles reclaimed
He
the
just
lead.
kind of gently got on the ground for compliance, you know, and
They're winning.
oh boy, temporary wall hacks, thank you so much. Oh god, oh god, okay, my autopilot switched on. That's what happens. There you go, there's a once in a lifetime my oh baby, autopilot just kind of kicked on in the, what is it, energize style biomechanical fashion, and I guyvered out, as it were, and that's, you know, sometimes that happens. It is involuntary, I assure you, and I am almost never that stupid. It's the long game that this guy plays right here. Well, would you look at me? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, bitch. That's me, girl. Coach. Voiced by Mike Judge. In that ones. All right, I got a challenge for the viewers. If you have a great sense of humor and are very handsome, then you have to like and subscribe. That's corny. That's corny. I like it. How about this? If you are very sexy, and if you are very, you know, like if you're a genius and like you're a person of industry and you're very, you know, ambitious and you progress very easily in your field, then like and subscribe. Yeah. Real corny. Real corny. You could serve that on a cob. This natural light is kind of screwing with my my balance here. Feeling a little... What is that when you don't have enough light on your face? There you go. You just lower the light. It feels like everything's bending that way. Like I'm having to lean in too much. Like this is where how I normally sit at my computer. I feel like I'm trying to encourage myself to sit with a better posture, so maybe that's where that's coming from. But I feel like I have to like stick my butt out, like I'm feeling real jaunty. Damn it, I wanted to check and see if we had
Go!
well, let's play with the Marlin, I guess, for a bit, because I wanted to see if... Oh no, we're doing the SWAT. Okay, that's fine. God, I hate burst fire. I want to see if we have Maelstrom yet. I want to play around with that shoddy von shotgun.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Do you have some TP for my bunghole, Mr. Sandman? TP for my
Took out their
bunghole.
HVT. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Could you guys not Friendly fire, that makes me nervous. And I don't like feeling nervous about that kind of stuff, so don't make me nervous about it. Owie!
Damn it, we've lost the
That
lead.
was not a friendly.
Our HVT's been
That
eliminated.
wasn't a friendly at all. Huh. Get shock mined. Ow! Nope.
We got the lead.
I don't know why I said ow.
Enemy HVT is down.
Requesting recon above.
Get shotgunned.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep
Do
them
it,
safe.
coward. You won't.
Hostile HVT located.
I don't have a shotgun. I will in the near. Ow! In the near future.
HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
I meant to say shock. Shock. Shaka-Khan. I'm just saying random words at this point. And you can't fucking stop me. What? What was that? Strange is what it was. Doctor Strange.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead.
Ow, they're shooting at me, my friends.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
You know, forgive me, but I thought that maybe like the entire team I had standing behind me was gonna like help me out or
We
something.
took
You
out
know?
their HVT.
Forgive me. Forgive my stupid dumbass. Forgive my stupid dumbass. Ow. Well. There will. Where is he? Is he underneath? In the upside down? Where is he?
You're our HVT. Stay alert.
No, I'm not. No! No!
Falling behind.
Don't make me the HVT. That's too much pressure.
Oh,
Kinda.
you
No!
Protect our HVT.
Did you say that? Was that death radio? Death radio? Is that a thing? Still? People still do that? Forgive me for not knowing. But that means my age is showing. San Diego?
Taking fire. Keep the package safe. Down. Our HVT's been eliminated.
I even cough like an old man. Hear that?
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
I thought he had died, and that's probably, you know,
HVT located.
the point behind that. Please, I saw where you were coming from. I didn't want. You're gonna chase me. You're totally gonna chase me. Well, let's. Ouch. Well, let's see if the chaser can be. Oh! He knew I was.
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. They
That's.
got
I
our
mean, that's fine.
HVT.
You know. Sometimes that's how it be. No slide.
Protect our HVT.
I'm guessing that he's hiding underground.
Our HVT's been eliminated.
Sling blade? Pretty sure that's sling blade.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
God damn.
HVT
I was having to clear my throat.
Keep the
Like,
package safe.
it's you know? Pot, sorry, pot.
We took out their HVT.
You get it? Because it means the same. You get it? Because that's the joke. That it means the same thing. Teehee. No, don't walk faster than my bullets are tracking you. That's not cool.
HVT under fire.
That's not
Repeat,
nice. That's
HVT
rude.
under
All right?
fire.
It's very rude. Please show my gun and bullets respect. All right? Please show them respect.
Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Did you say that you're all terrible? Is that what you said? I mean, I'd agree. I don't know that I'm particularly good at this game mode. This is like the second time I've played it, so owie! I didn't hit anyone. Nope. That's right. They don't expect you to come right back up, do they? That's right. You didn't kill anyone, but you know what?
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire.
No, slide out the window. Don't do it. Don't kill me. I don't deserve it. I didn't do anything to deserve it. I don't deserve this treatment.
All right.
This is cyberbullying.
HVT.
All right. No, don't do it. I didn't ask for it. Ow! Get shocked. But not dead. Get shocked, but not dead.
Protect our HVT.
This feels like mistreatment, you
Protect our
know?
HVT.
You shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Requesting recon above.
Just get shot and then, like, you know, then don't run away from it. And then
You're
perhaps
planning on giving up. Do
that'll
it
be
now.
like a good
If
thing.
not, get to work.
You know, just saying. Owie!
Finish him.
Sorry for all the clearing of the throat. I know that it is not fun.
HVT is taking fire. Back to safe. Our
Gotta
HVT
take out all of the support, you guys.
HVT is down.
Enemy using shock charge.
You know, you take all the bad guys out, and then once the bad guys are taken out, then you take out the lead bad guy.
This is shit.
And then everybody has fun. You know, they're having fun, and they're having a good time, and they're all getting massage. They're all in a massage circle with each other, and you know, it's a good time for everybody, right? I don't think there's a person alive who doesn't like a good massage. And you know, if you're in a massage circle with a bunch of soldiers, you know, soldiers, they got you know, good strong muscles, and so they can really work those knots out of your muscles and stuff. You know, it's good. It's very like beneficial. It's like a symbiotic social symbiosis, you know, getting a massage from a soldier. What? That's not what this game is about. This game is Call of Duty. I think I might have blacked out there for the last 30 seconds. I have to leave the lobby because I gotta check and see if we finally got Maelstrom so that we can finally, you know, shoot the gun. Yes. Check that out. Now this might suck. It might suck, but it has opportunity to put a suppressor on it, which this is probably not gonna suck. All right, it's probably gonna be pretty cool. Probably gonna be a real nice shotty shot. Wow. Okay. Well, the recoil's gonna kind of, I assumed, have to be fought against quite a bit. You know what? That's why we level the guns. That's why you level the guns up. That's why we get attachments. You gotta just follow the formula. I'm putting on the nerdy voice for that one. Y'all got cable? My dog sighed at that reference. She's not even old enough to know what it's from. Oh, ooh, that's a good stretch. Oh, I didn't realize I needed to stretch. Check your postures, drink your waters, wasters. I tried to make that rhyme, it didn't work. Drink your waters. Owie. Go take a bathroom break if needed. Go pet your animals. A level is loading. And I wish I had a bunch of tacos. Damn, I wish I had a bunch of tacos. I think everyone kind of wishes they had tacos, you know? Everyone that has ever lived is like
They've taken the
craving
lead.
tacos all the time.
Team
You
death.
taco craven ass motherfuckers.
Eliminate all
Ah, shit. Stay away from my. That's way too far. That's way too far. The good range on that's gonna be like that Jeep. This is probably not the map. When does that ever stop me though? No. Never. Nope. Nope. He had the drop on me, and he's got that golden skin on his gun, so I assume that means he knows what he's doing when he shoots that thing. I did not stand a chance. No, sir. Oh. Well, there's a guy in there. Ow! I was wondering. And that answer was given. Please don't. Please don't. Ooh, you sponge. 420, why would you do this to me, 420? Why? This feels like infighting.
Hostile established overhead.
It's just a family argument. That's it. We must stay true to each other. No, 420, why? Please. 420 would never do this. There's just no way. I hear footsteps. No! Alright, well, it was a good try. But, I don't think that I'm gonna be able to run a shotgun on a non-face-off map until it is very well leveled. Oh, 420, why? You know, this is like, it's a metaphor. I think it's good. It really means something like positive, I guess. Crazy. It's you know, just like believing in God and Christianity kind of stuff. It's like esoteric and weird. But it's like 420 constantly beating me down today. It's like trying to tell me something, man. It's like those tea leaves or like weed leaves are like telling me something. Yes, it's telling you that you're entirely too stoned. I saw that. That's just too small. There's no way I could have gotten that one. I'm not that good. I am a bunghole. Well, you know what? There was always a chance it was gonna work. Was that Splinter? No, Splinter, why? Master When did he become a mercenary? Oh, you butthole. You butthead hole. You butthead hole. No, I see them. They see me. I don't see them. I think I saw something. Was that just daylight? I think it was just daylight. Passing by, though. Did I not hear somebody? I thought I heard somebody. I know I switched my weapon. I switched my weapon, baby.
Enemy RCXD detected.
I don't want an RCX. Why not? Can we just with the RCXDs and everything? Can we just try not to? Can we just try to not? Please. Oh, my click. I flick, and I flick, and I fly.
Ready for deployment.
I flick. That's not a distance that I can do a flick. No, sir. No flickets for thee. Oh. Ow! With the dark cloud. Shooting frickin' grenades at people. It's not very nice. Long live bungholes. Long live that almighty bunghole. Hey, baby. It's a bunghole rodeo, baby. Yeah. I flick. I flick and I flip. Ow, I do not react too well. Ow, to the butthead man.
Furious Crimson.
Everyone wants to snipe today? Is that what's happening? We're all sniping? Just in case. You never know. Alright, you can't. Don't count me out. Alright? Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. Oh, that was a bad shot. That would have been perfect.
Center a signal. Lost.
Perfect. Nope. Nope. I was reloading. I was reloading. That was what was happening in your face. John Wick. Escape. Emergency John Wick. There's emergency John Wick.
Requesting recon
Panic John
above.
Wick. Panic John Wick. Panic John Wick. Oh god. Okay, didn't work. Didn't work the second time. You know, you can only do one once in a while. You know, there's like a cooldown. Please.
Don't reward failure. Work out
It's like a cooldown period. You know, you can only emergency John Wick a couple times. We won. Got the nice little POTG. This is the third round in a row I've got POTG, baby. Well, no. We skipped one, I think. Yeah, guarantee you the other players didn't like that, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty nice, and I'm glad I'm recording because I love that POTG, bitch. That was a good one. I love that it caught my panic John Wick. John Wicking. My panic John Wickerstons. And that is my favorite pistolero. What did we want to do with this? I think we were unlocking some more sights for that. Which is, I think, still in process. Yeah. What did I want? Which sight did I want? Thermal 6X? Maybe? That's 8K. I don't know. I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Anglais. Oh, damn, that 8K looks pretty nice. Okay, we'll play with that one, I guess. 3-round burst. Damn it! Juice. Isn't there a mod? I believe. I mean, I could just do single fire with rapid fire. And I'd assume that there's probably another attachment that kind of benefits single fire. Preference for single fire. A full auto AAK would be badass. Back to Battlefield 3 days? Probably?
deathmatch.
Oh.
Destroy the enemy.
Oh. I thought this was gonna be Nuketown. I hate. What? Did I hear that? Did I hear? Oh, sorry. I got a text. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, team. I apologize for my transgression. What is happening? Yeah, there. I'm glad it put me basically back the same place each time, kind of. And not each time, probably. Oh no! Okay, good. I didn't remember if I had switched it. I'm really more of a fan of hip firing this monster. Emergency John Wick. Another emergency John Wick. I may not be accurate, but damn, I shoot a lot of bullets. No, Wick, why? Johnny really screwed the pooch this time. Oh, which international assassin mob did I screw with this time? Who's gonna kill someone I care about, you know? Who did it? Who did I cross in my line of work as an assassin? Who did it? It was a bad guy. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're running. I'm doing a die hard. That was more of a panic. A panic wicking. Don't go to sleep, computer phone. Don't go to sleep, computer phone. Why? That was 2 fish in a barrel picks that I could not. Oh my gosh, could not get. 2 fish in a barrel picks, and I settled for a spare. A spare. If we're talking about, you know, multi-disciplines, you know, I like to mix my metaphors. I'm all for mixing metaphors. I don't know why you would still keep firing. I don't know why that would be a thing that you would choose to do. I don't know. I don't support it. I do not support it. I don't want it. No, don't kill. I think he's dead. Go confirm that. I would venture. Oh! I'd venture a guess. Don't have seen that. I assure you, I was not shooting at you. It was a bug that was on your shoulder, and it was gonna bite you, and I wanted to flick it off with the flick, I flick, you know. Oh. Ah!
Nah, get out, bruh. Get out.
Oh, was he upset that I meleeed him? Oh. What did he say? Nah, get up, bro? Get up or get down? Did he want me to get up or get down? I can do either. But was it getting up or getting down that was the crux here? I'm getting teleported in. Teleported. Ooh, I could do that. There we go. And then I can just, there we go. I'll send that special delivery. Oh, So, you know, that could just keep traveling, right? There it is. Yeah, it's at the end there. Splinter, do not lecture me.
Bro, you
I
gotta
will not accept it. I will not accept it. Another lecture from this piece of shit son of a bitch rat. You rat son of a... Wait! Am I not silenced? Am I not? Do I not have a suppressor? Am I? I'm guessing. Maybe. I mean, that's about as 50-50 as you can get, you know? I'm guessing there's a chance? Wait. We talking high ATK or high TTK, EPA, FDA, USDA, CCI, IF, and LOP. Please don't kill me. Don't do it. I didn't deserve it. I didn't do anything to deserve it. It was rude. Very rude. I will not stand for it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, but I will not. Not voluntarily. I don't voluntarily stand for it. Ooh, is that the guy that keeps, like, being upset? I hope not. I hope you like playing games again. That was a headshot and didn't kill him! Ow, the snipey! Or lasered, more like, I guess, if it's a assault rifle, then it's a bit of a fastly rapid firing weapon of martial capabilities, one could say.
Enemies have disarmed the string mine.
Chambered with a ballistic ammunition of some sort, likely projectile based. Ow! Bananas. What was I supposed to do?
You gonna let a bunch of company
You know-
assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
We're shooting at me from owie all angles. You know? Both behind and ahead of, and behind as well. What can you do? You know? You can be better at aiming, and you know, that's on me. That's my bad, my B.
Leads up!
That's my B.
Bravo fucking 2, Black Ops.
That is
I still was, you know,
insane.
still did it. We still did it. We still did the thing.
GG.
But it looks like I'm gonna have to alternate POTGs. My POTG holdings. Which is... I wish I had played at tacos. Splinter, you son of a... Ooh, he's such a son of
Get
a...
out, buddy. That was like the worst emote.
Who criticizes an emote? Weird. Weird. I like that noise. Very satisfying. Oh, good. The company that whose credit card I have thinks that I'm worthy of getting another credit card. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Shut up. All right, well, that's as good a place as any to wrap it up for today. That is Talk Topic Tuesdays. We didn't get anyone in to talk today, which is a shame, but you know, there's always any other Talk Topic Tuesday or Maga Cult Mondays. They're both still, you know, good platforms for discussion, and we're gonna keep it rolling that way until You know, until there's magically just a community there, you know. But that just takes you guys liking and subscribing, so please do so. I appreciate it. To everybody on both platforms, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun's rays, but don't like get skin cancer or anything. Like go enjoy them from like a safe, you know, either a safe SPF or a safe environment, like inside with some good sun protection on the windows. You know, enjoy it responsibly and stay hydrated. I've been Goose. Have a great day. Bye-bye.